Does it seem impossible to find listings right now? It's not. I'm John Dietz, a team leader and sales associate with the Dietz team of Remax Realtech Group in Tampa. Let's take 5 minutes to talk about what steps you can take today to get more listings. Whether you're new to the business or a veteran, finding strategies to get new listings never gets old. My strategy is prospecting based and marketing enhanced. What does that mean? It means that I make anywhere from 40 to 60 outgoing prospecting calls every day. The best way to get new listings is to prospect. In my 11 years of selling real estate, I've only missed 2 to 3 days of prospecting. The key is to schedule that time into your morning routine. I make my phone calls from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. every day without fail. During that time, I don't do anything else. I don't answer the phone. I don't check email. Here's how I structure it. First, I start with expired and withdrawn listings. Remember, withdrawn listings require a phone call to the listing broker to ensure the seller is not bound by a listing agreement. I also have the federal do not call list available to ensure I'm not calling anyone who has his or her name on the list. You can find that information online by Googling federal do not call list. In the last 3 to 4 years, about 60 to 70% of my listings came from this group of prospects. That's about 12 to 15 listings a month just from calling a group of prospective sellers. However, in the last 6 months, I've seen a market shift and a higher percentage of my listings are from for sale by owners. Regardless, I start with this group every morning. A big mistake that some real estate professionals make is to make judgments, such as refusing to call any property owner with a home listed at less than $100,000, or they won't call because they see the seller as a real estate agent. I call no matter what. In addition, everything is scripted. With expired listings, I say, I notice your listing came off the market and I want to find out if you're still interested in selling. Don't make the mistake of saying, do you want to list with a person who will get the job done? These sellers are already mad or upset about the process and don't want to go through it again with another sales associate. Regardless of their response, the next question I ask is, would it be possible to pop by and look at your home? My goal is to get face-to-face, not to convert them into a listing prospect. I then put them into a plan where they receive 3 postcards, a handwritten letter with resume, and at least 3 more phone calls in the next 3 weeks. Many times I'll get voicemail and I keep calling. Don't ever stop calling. I've gotten listings where people called 6 months after I first contacted them. They tell me they received my voicemails and postcards, and since I didn't stop calling, they remembered me. After I call all the expireds and withdrawns, I call the for sale by owners. A year ago, there may have been 1 or 2 new for sale by owners every week. Now there are about 5 a day. I ask, have you had any offers? What are you doing to market your property? Are you aware of what I'm doing to market my properties? If I could show you a way to sell your home in less time and net more money, would you like to see that? I take these sellers from invisible to visible to the right buyers. I get turned down a lot, but I keep going. I had one gentleman say to me he would reject a full price offer from me. 1 week later, I called, and his response was that he would list with me if I would accept a low percent as my commission. I don't care if they say they're going to give me a candy bar. I say okay and make the appointment. A huge mistake real estate agents make is handling objections over the phone. Once I've been on the appointment, I set up the next appointment, follow up the next day with a phone call, and send out a personal handwritten note. My goal is to write 5 personal notes every day. After I call the for sale by owners, I get into my database. I have 2,267 people in my database. I call my sphere, past clients to check in, and more. I built my business model on doing the opposite of what people don't like about the real estate industry. And the number one thing they don't like is lack of follow-up. I make sure I call all active listings once a week and after every showing with feedback. Follow-up and personal contact is key. Realtors who schedule that prospecting time into their schedule can net more listings and keep business booming.